Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. It's Wednesday, new product review day. As we did last week, got another brand new book from my good friend and colleague over on Friday morning at the Funhouse here on the channel, Mr. Martin Popoff, UFO-A visual biography. Look at that great cover of Phil Mogg, Michael Schenker, and a handful of fans down in the front row. Vintage, vintage, vintage. Of course, these visual biography books are pretty damn great, if I do say so myself. Martin has been putting these out for the last couple of years, and you've hopefully seen many reviews of these on the channel. If you haven't, go check out the archives. Go to the playlist for the What's Hot with Sea Tranquility, new product reviews or book reviews. We have them under both playlists. So this is another Weimer Publishing release. Look at that. Look at that. Paul Raymond, Michael Schenker, Pete Way, Andy Parker. Of course, these are big hardcover books. These are just gorgeous. If you love these bands, these classic bands, and Martin does a particular visual biography release, you gotta get them. Just really good. And of course, Martin always likes to put a nice little note and signature in here. So his, to me, in this particular one, to Pete, great band, but Schenker ain't no Mick Mars. Crack me up with that one. Awesome. All right, as always with these, you get, for those who, pre-ordered, you get your name in there. You get a nice introduction from Martin on the band, usually tying in any previous volumes that he has done, previous books he has done on these particular bands, right? And then we go back to the origin of UFO. So here we have mixed with, again, this is a visual biography, so most of the content in these books are photographs and old tour posters and ads and things like that. Really, really cool stuff. But there are timelines. So here you get, going back to when the guys were born, the first bands they were in, and generally speaking, these timelines, especially the early part of them, they take into account like pretty much every member who has ever been in this band. But what's really great about this book, not only does it cover a UFO, but it also covers the Michael Schenker group, Schenker's various different groups, not always called MSG, as well as Wasted, Pete Way's band. So if you like all three bands, you get 3 for 1 in this deal, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Alongside all these just great photos. Anybody recognize Mick from Procol Harum's band in that picture? If you do, let me know where he is. Hint, hint. He's right around the middle. Here we go. Just look at that early version of Chicken Shack, Stan Webb and Company. And then, Martin takes you through the 70s, right? So you go through the whole, early blues rock, kind of space rock era with Mick Bolton on guitar, the early part of the band. And then, of course, when Schenker joins up, this is great. So here you got Larry Wallace and the Pink Fairies and Bernie Marsden from Whitesnake, who both spent a brief time, had a little quick cup of coffee with the band early on before I had Schenker join the band. And then, of course, we've got, get stuff like this. Again, I'm not going to take you through the whole book because I want everybody to kind of experience it for themselves. But, just some of these photos are just absolutely priceless. Look at a teenage Michael Schenker, freshly joined the band from the Scorpions. All sorts of fantastic stuff here. Just look at this. And again, we go through the 80s as well. There are a couple of spectacular photos I do want to share before we kind of close up. But like I said, I don't want to show you everything because I think some of this stuff will be a very cool surprise. Of course, you got the Paul Chapman era. Look at that. Look at that. Classic lineup. Taken from summer of 1978, the last British tour with Schenker. Let's get you to the Tonka years. Here we go. Very early on. Schenker's fresh out of the band. Mr. Chapman comes in. We've got, of course, this takes you through the whole 80s here, including Schenker solo, like I said, Michael Schenker group. Including Wasted. I mean, all sorts of stuff. I mean, this is just... And up to more recent years, right? So you've got plenty of photos from the Vinnie Moore era up until, 2020, 2021. There's a shot of Schenker in here, bear with me, folks, that I just have to show you guys. It's like a full-page, giant photograph that, when I got a load of it, I was like, holy cow. And this is wild. I never knew that Michael Schenker spent a brief time in Rat. Had no idea. Well, here's the proof. All right. Michael up there playing with Rat. What is that all about? Pretty neat. 1991, actually. Who knew? I certainly did not. There we go. Look at this. Look at this full pager of Mr. Schenker. Hair extensions notwithstanding. Look at that. Does he look like a guitar god or what? Yes, he does. And he is. But yeah, I mean, and Martin takes you through, like I said, you got Macaulay Schenker group in here. You got the Atomic Tommy M period there. You got some pictures of both there. Covers everything. This guy got Wasted. All up until recently. Takes you through the Michael Schenker Fest and Temple of Rock, and like I said, the most recent photos and information on UFO in here is when they did one of the cruises right before the pandemic. But yeah, this is very, very current. This is a complete history of all things UFO and related. If you're a fan, gotta have this. I mean, I don't know any other way to say it, but it's a very special band to me. And, you can sit down and read this in a couple hours. I think I sat down with this for 2 hours last night, maybe 2.5 hours, and just went through the whole thing and just love it. If you're a fan, gotta have it. So there you have it. A visual biography, UFO, from Mr. Martin Popoff. Please go over to martinpopoff.com to place your order. He's got links to PayPal to order it, and I will say Martin gets these out really, really quickly, and it'll be showing up at your doorstep before you know it. I think in most cases when I've ordered books from Martin, within a week I've got it from Canada to here in New York, sometimes less. And it's really nicely packed up, and can't ask for much more. Martin is very diligent. We had a whole conversation of it last week before we taped in the actually no, it was over the weekend. Martin and I were chatting, and it was like on Sunday, and I was like, Martin and I, we wanted to discuss something, and I'm like, he goes on, on the Zoom, and there he is sitting in his office, and I'm like, what are you doing in your office on a Sunday? He goes, packing shipping books, man. He goes, I'm doing it all the time. So Martin is not one of those guys where you place an order and maybe he ships it in a week. No, he's probably shipping it that day. So kudos to him for being so on top of his business there. So UFO, a visual biography. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Give Martin some love. Check out this and as many other books, and we'll see you here on the channel real soon. We got the Monsters Den coming up tomorrow. We've got, speaking of Mr. Popoff, Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin. We are going to revisit once again our look at some album obscurities that are favorites of ours. So if you love our discussions of obscure albums that we love, that's coming up on Friday. Saturday, we've got the UK connection with Simon Bray and Stephen Reed. We are going to be talking about Iron Maiden, albums we love, albums we don't, plus the wild card. That's the format we do over there. And then on Sunday, we've got album homework assignment. Pretty sure it's Rich Catino and Jamie Laszlo going up this Saturday, or this Sunday, sorry. We've got another one also, just in case their schedules don't align and we can't get that. But we'll bring you one of the two that I've got in mind, and then the other will be the following week. So stay tuned for that. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell. We've got the links below to our Ko-Fi page as well as our merch page. We can get all sorts of great Sea of Tranquility shirts like this one, hoodies, hats, caps, mugs, stickers, all sorts of fun stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. See you real soon. Bye-bye.